Okay.
Okay, hi, I'm Jamie Orr, and this is Sienna, and this is the intermediate East Coast swing class in Enfield, New Hampshire. This is the spring of 2015, April and May. We did a whole bunch of stuff over the session, and this is part of it. We talked about pulsing, and a lot of times, especially right after the woman's done a turn or a difficult move, she may come out, and it's just really nice to give her a little pulse backwards into a rock step. It's very subtle. It's just usually a compression move with the back of your hand. So for example, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock step. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock step. But I tend to do it pretty much all the time. Triple, triple. So Sienna's constantly feeling this little move back with my fingers. If you start doing this, that's too much. It's got to be pretty subtle. So basically, leaders, to make this work, you've got to teach the whole rest of your body to rock back while just your fingertips or your hand is just barely moving in the same direction as the lady. So everything else is going back. Your hands are fairly isolated and going in that direction. Then we did a whole series of tuck turns. We did the duo tuck, which was a free spin, triple, triple, rock, step, tuck, turn, triple step, and rock, step to open position. What we're doing there is we're both going tap, step, triple step, rock, step. So we're replacing our first triple with a tap step and also some compression so that the tap doesn't have much weight on it. Maybe a little bit, but not much. Then we also did the same thing with only the ladies turning. Triple, triple, rock, step, tap, step, triple step, rock. So in both of these cases, the women were doing 360s, the men weren't turning at all. We're going to now do two-hand tucks that switch sides. You could have also done, you could start from closed and do this one where you go triple, triple, rock, step, tuck, turn, triple, and rock. Or you could do it with two hands, triple, triple, rock, step, tuck, turn, triple, and rock. Every time you do a tuck turn, you'll always end up with the man's hand upside down. You could just follow with an underarm turn to fix it, and we did something like that. The reason for switching sides is that if you ever want to be able to do doubles, you cannot do doubles very easily with the woman if you stand still, leaders. What I mean is I'm right here, and I do a tuck turn, and I ask Sienna to go around twice. That's 2 full 360s. But if we swap sides, it's 3 half turns, which is pretty easy. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock, step, tuck, turn, triple step, rock, step. We even went further than 360 than switching sides to make it a little easier for her. Now, we also went to hammerlock out of this tuck turn. So we went 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock, step, tuck, turn to hammerlock, rock, step. If you just want to do a single turn, which is basically a half, triple step, that's really easy, but we went right on to the double turn. Triple, triple, and rock, step. Make sure that you swap sides, rock, step, and rock, step. So Sienna did 1.5 on the exit. What else did we do?
Pauses and freezes.
Pauses and freezes. There's all different names for this, sometimes struts. And here you're taking the woman out of her triple, triple rock step. Oh, you know, there was one that I want to put in that's a continuous tuck turn. Let's do that one first because it's all we're on tuck turns. So we're going to go triple, triple. On these tuck turn, I lead with my left hand and we rock with the right. Lead with my left hand on the tuck, rock with the right. I would only do about 3 or 4 of these. You can maybe give her a free spin at the end. Okay, that was one little pinwheeling kind of tuck turn that we did. Now back to the freezes, and it's going to be like this. You're going along, you're doing your triples, and all of a sudden you are going to communicate to the ladies that you're going to freeze, and maybe then you do freeze. And you could keep doing freeze, 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 tuck, turn, triple step, and rock. But more often than not, it's nice to do a couple of slow ones and then speed it up a little bit. So we're going to go 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock, step, hit, hit, then 1, 2, 1, 2, tuck, turn, triple step, and rock. So the way this works, because you've got to really get her attention, it's like she's in a bit of a vice here, not too harsh, but I'm compressing with my left hand, and I'm really, Sienna can really feel my right hand coming in on her shoulder blade there. So normally, we got a little frame there, but there's a lot more. It really firms up on these freezes. So here we're kind of mellow, and then all of a sudden she feels that boom, and then we go right into the next one, okay? So leaders, you've got to be able to communicate that to her. The exit, I think, is even tougher because you're going along and she's thinking, when's the exit going to be? One of the ways you're going to do it if you're going to use tuck turns is suddenly change the elevation of your left hand a little before you actually do the exit. So when we do the compression, triple, rock, step. We compress, then we're going bump, 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 right there. I let Sienna get slightly ahead of me. I went up to a flat hand. Everything is different. She knows she's coming out this time, triple step and rock. So don't surprise her. That'll pretty much assure her success every time because she'll feel it coming. Matt?
Did you do the repeating two-hand tucks?
Yep, that was the one we went back to.
Kick step and cross triple step.
Okay, this is a little kick step move where we're going to go triple, and rock step. Kick, cross, triple. We kind of turn toward each other when we do the cross, triple step, rock. One more time, kick, cross. Re-grab the hand and do any kind of tuck out that you want. If you happen to be good at tuck outs, we didn't do it in this class, without using this hand, it's a lot easier. Sienna's never done this before. Let's see what happens. Pressure's on. So let's do the last one. Kick, cross, triple step. You just leave this, and you kind of imagine that you're putting up the hand for a tuck, and that way you don't have to grab the hand only to send her out again. Okay, that was great. Nice. Okay, bonus move. What else is there?
Toe heel crosses?
Toe heel crosses. Not too hard to do, but hard to get into and hard to get out of. So I usually use a compression handhold because there's only a few moves I use a compression handhold on, so right there it narrows it down a bit. The toe heel cross itself is toe in, heel out, cross over. Toe in, heel out, cross over. Let's just do it for the camera for a second so they can see both the ladies and the men's. So it's going to be, let's see, I'm going to start with my left, you're starting with your right. So it's toe, heel, cross, toe, heel, cross, toe, heel, cross, toe, heel, cross. Can we turn around and do it again? So again, we're going to go toe, heel, cross, toe, heel, cross, toe, heel, cross, toe, heel, cross. Okay? So we're going to put it together for you. Compression handhold. I'm going to do a nice big rock step for Sienna before I start this. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, I rock step, we toe, heel, cross, toe. We try to keep our hands fairly still after that initial lead. Right here, right, as Sienna steps over with her left and I step with my right, on that cross, we want to have our my left and her right foot free for the rock step, underarm turn, and that fixes the handhold. So up to speed. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Rock, step, toe, heel, cross, toe, heel, cross, toe, heel, cross, rock, step, triple, and rock. What's up?
Pivot turns in close position.
Okay, this is something that I don't do very often, but we had a request for it. We're going to go 1 and 2, 3 and 4. We're just going along, and we're going to all of a sudden go 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, rock, step, triple. Now some people really get carried away and maybe make this a bigger circle. Rock, step, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, rock, step. The secret here is for the leaders to keep their right foot between the ladies' legs and for the followers to keep their right foot between the leaders' legs. If either one of you steps out of that, it just gets really hard. I also think of it this way, that I always take a big step with my left, and Sienna always takes a big step with her left. And then we both take small steps with our right. So basically we're alternating between my big step, her big step. My big step, her big step. It goes like this. Triple, and rock, step. My big step, her big step. My big step, her big step, my big step, her big step, so rock step, and then the triples again. Okay?
Hammerlock to hammerlock?
Hammerlock to hammerlock. we had mixed results on it. But anyway, we're going to go triple, triple, and rock, step. Triple step, rock, step. Triple step, rock, step, triple step, and we're just going to come out of it right there. The really trick here is that when you go from this hammerlock, we're going to do it in slow-mo, or rock, step, I've got to really make sure this hand goes, my right hand goes toward the floor and my left hand goes toward the ceiling, and for a split second there, we're in this position. And then we kind of swap it around and go into here. So it's really kind of like a windmill. You're really spreading the hands out. One more time, triple, triple, and rock, step, triple step to the original hammerlock, then triple step, rock, step, and then you can just come out of it. The thing that we decided was a little easier is if you do hammerlock to basket to a free spin. It's going to go like this. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock, step, tuck, turn to hammerlock, rock, triple step to a basket, then make her wait, send her out, rock, step. So we did a hammerlock, we did a basket, and we did a free spin. And remember, whenever you come out of a basket or cuddle, you've got to set her up on her right foot. You can't turn her on the 1 and 2. So if you count 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock, step. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, stop right there. Coming out of a hammerlock, you can come out on 1 and 2. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, rock, step. But here you can't come out on a 1 and 2 because she's going to be turning the opposite direction. So you've got to go 1 and 2 and turn her on the 3 and 4, 3 and 4, rock, step. It's always hard when I make you freeze. Anything else?
Sit dips.
Sit dips. It was just an extra for the couple that's getting married. So we started with how to get into it. Triple, triple,